4 ways to overcome any fear. In this presentation, you will learn 4 ways on how to overcome any fear. The first way is to realize the reason why you are afraid of the situation. Understanding why you are afraid of a situation is the first step to overcoming that fear, as you can't learn to overcome it if you don't understand the nature behind your fear first. This will enable you to learn the reasons behind your fear and learning how to take the appropriate actions necessary to countermand and overcome that fear. The second way is to determine what is the worst possible outcome or circumstance that can occur if you don't succeed or do well in that situation, etc. Many people fear the worst possible outcome if they don't do something well. That is why they are often paralyzed by the fear they face. If you break down exactly the worst possible outcome that could occur, you will often realize that the worst possible outcome is not as bad as first feared, which can help you to gain strength over your fear and help you to overcome that fear. The third way is to think of someone you admire for his or her strength and or courage, and determine what he or she would do in this situation. Think about someone you look up to. Then think about how he or she would handle this situation. What would be the approach and steps he or she would take to resolve this situation? This can help you to determine how you should approach your situation and what steps you need to take to resolve the situation in a positive way. This can help you to overcome your fear and actually take action toward resolving the situation. The fourth way is to critically analyze the situation and see how you can make the situation better using your own skill set to do it. Everyone has different skills and abilities. The way you go about handling a situation may be different from how someone else goes about it, based on the differences in your skill sets and even in your way of thinking. You need to carefully analyze what is causing this situation, including what factors or events are causing it. Then see how your skill set, i.e. the skills you have or are strong in, can be applied to rectify the situation. By carefully analyzing the situation and seeing how your skills can be used to improve the situation, you will overcome your fear of not being able to handle the situation or being unsure of what to do to address the situation. 5 secrets of building your self-esteem. In this tutorial, you will learn the 5 secrets of building your self-esteem. The first way is by seeing mistakes as an opportunity to grow and not to fear. Many people see mistakes as something to fear and dread. While we should try to avoid mistakes wherever and whenever possible, we should not think that all is lost when a mistake occurs, which is bound to happen at some point. Instead, we should learn what the mistake was, how it occurred, and learn important steps in an effort to prevent that same mistake from occurring again. The second way is to be more willing to do things on your own. Many people shy away from challenges that they feel they can't handle or that they feel will overwhelm them and embarrass them because of their poor performance in handling them. Instead, if we take the challenge on head-on, we can grow as an individual and boost our self-esteem, because we'll be surprised by how well we do with the challenge. Plus, learn to improve our skills so that we can handle more types of challenges in the future with greater ease. The third way is to be more willing to volunteer for new things. Too often, many people will shy away from tasks or things they are not comfortable with, unfamiliar with, etc. They're afraid that they will be embarrassed or made fun of because they look uncertain in handling something they're not familiar with. By taking on a task you are unfamiliar with, you are working to improve yourself, your knowledge, and your self-esteem by becoming familiar and skilled with this unfamiliar challenge, so that similar challenges will become easier to handle in the future. The fourth way is by trying new hobbies and activities. When you try new hobbies and activities, you are improving your skill set to handle many different types of tasks and challenges. This will help to improve your self-esteem, because you will feel as if you can handle every challenge with skill and dexterity. The fifth way is to realize the things you do well and right. Too many people want to fault themselves for the things they don't do well, but they often overlook what they actually do well. Virtually everyone does something well, and often many things, in fact. To help boost your self-esteem, you need to recognize what you already do well. Appreciate it. Then work to improve your skill set by taking on more challenges and new activities so that you learn to do more things well. Top 3 ways to overcome self-doubt. In this tutorial, you will learn the top 3 ways to overcome your own self-doubt, a key component in finding your own inner greatness and achieving more in your life. The first way is by considering all of the things that you do well. Unfortunately, too many people look at all of the things they can't do, taking a glass half empty approach, always lamenting about the things they can't do. They never take the glass half full approach by looking to see all of the things they can do. You need to realize and appreciate the things you already do well, to show yourself that you have the capability of doing things well, and being able to add more things to that list of things you do well. The second way to overcome your own self-doubt is to increase your willingness to try new things and to learn from these experiences. Many people will decline trying something new because it looks too hard, and the fact that their own inexperience with that task will make them look foolish in front of others if they struggle with it. If you look at something new as an experience to improve yourself and to grow as an individual, you'll see that trying something new is a way to improve yourself as a person, and that avoiding trying something new is actually depriving yourself of an experience that can help you to grow as a person and become better. The third way to overcome your own self-doubt is to consider why you doubt yourself. Then ask yourself if it makes any sense to doubt your own abilities. Consider what you already do well, and ask yourself how you learned to do those things well. Did you always know how to do those things well, or did you have to learn them? Chances are high that the things you do well weren't always easy for you, but you learned them. Therefore, why should you doubt yourself to learn new things and grow the list of things you can do well? The process of struggling with it at first and learning how to do it well over time worked before. Why wouldn't it work now? By recognizing that the process of struggling with something at first and learning how to do it better over time has worked before for you, you can overcome your self-doubt and realize that you can learn how to do these new things well, and that it doesn't make any sense to doubt your abilities to do things well over time. How to recognize the greatness within you. In this presentation, you will learn how to recognize the greatness within you. The first thing you must do is to realize and recognize what you do well. In this day and age, too many people focus on what they can't do and ignore what they can do. You need to realize all of the tasks and things you can do well, as this will help you to focus your efforts on areas that require these skills and abilities, so that you can do your best work more consistently and achieve great things in your life. The second thing you must do is to realize and recognize what you don't do well. While you don't want to dwell on what you don't do well, as many people seem to do, you do have to recognize what skills and abilities you are not as strong in, so that you know what activities and actions you need to concentrate and focus more on in order to improve those skills and be able to complete tasks and actions that require skills you're not as proficient in. This will also help you to improve those skills so that you are more capable of doing tasks that require them in the future. The third thing you must do is to think of situations where you have succeeded. When you think of situations where you have succeeded in your task and have gained positive benefits, this will help you to see that you have the ability to do great things. You just need to continue working on the consistency of doing these great things more frequently, so that you can accomplish more of the goals you want to achieve in your life. By reminding yourself of the things you have succeeded at, this will help you to get through more challenging periods where success isn't as easy to achieve. The fourth thing you must do is to think of your positive attributes and qualities. you need to recognize your best talents and skills. Virtually everyone has skills and talents that they excel at, and have other people wondering how you do such things so easily, things that are not as easy for them to achieve. By recognizing your best skills and talents, you will be able to see what tasks and activities you should be involved in to realize your maximum potential and be able to achieve the greatest accomplishments you can achieve in your life. Top 5 ways to boost your self-confidence. In this presentation, you will learn of the top 5 ways to boost your self-confidence. The first way is by doing more things on your own. By doing more things on your own, without help or assistance, you will learn that you have the capability of handling and doing more things on your own than you ever thought possible. A wise saying goes, always depend on yourself. By depending on yourself, you know that you will be able to handle many situations without looking for help or looking for someone else to handle the situation because you feel you cannot. The second way is to not be afraid to make mistakes. Many people lack self-confidence because they are always afraid of making a mistake. They lack the initiative and confidence to take action because they're always afraid of making a mistake, holding them back and causing them to doubt themselves. They always feel as if they don't have what it takes to get the job done by themselves, always needing to rely on others to handle the big stuff or important stuff. The third way is by seeing all experiences as learning experiences. You grow by doing things and learning from the successes and failures you experience. You don't grow if you always shy away from doing things, especially things and tasks that are challenging. This is how we grow as human beings. Therefore, always see the experiences and challenges you take on as ways to grow and improve yourself, no matter what the outcome is. The fourth way is by knowing that the world will not end just because you make a mistake. Many people fear the worst possible outcome in the event they make a mistake. The world is not going to stop or end because you make a mistake, even a major one, in whatever you are doing. In truth, most mistakes can be recovered from, even large ones. Therefore, you should not let the possibility of making a mistake hold you back from experiencing new challenges and growing as an individual. The fifth way is by reflecting on the experiences you have had. Learn to appreciate what you have done well, and grow from what you didn't do as well. No one is perfect, and no one will do everything perfectly. However, we can learn a great deal and improve ourselves and our self-confidence by experiencing and doing many tasks and learning from the successes and failures of each.